Imagine this. One day you download a new popular adventure app that everyone is talking about. After a couple days of using it, you tell your friends that you want to follow its designated location. Upon arriving, this is what you encounter.
Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just food.
The thing is, a majority of apps fail within the first year of launch. In this case, some of these apps have been banned, while others have a disturbing backstory to them and have sparked outrage. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the most controversial mobile apps. Randonautica. Randonautica is an app that randomly assigns you a set of coordinates on a map and asks you to go there and report on what you found on the game's forum. The creator of the app, Joshua Langfelder, essentially wanted users to explore around the area, and majority of the time when users arrived at the location, there wasn't really anything special. However, there was this one specific case on TikTok that caught the eyes of many.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the
Gabby, go. I'll hold your stuff.
Bro. Wait, open it. Open it. It stinks, y'all.
It washed up.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just...
On June 19, 2020, a group of teenagers in Seattle stumbled upon a suitcase that contained human remains near a shoreline. This was all because they followed the coordinates that the app gave them. It was reported that several other body bags were scattered around the area. The remains belonged to 35-year-old Jessica Lewis and 27-year-old Austin Wenner. It was also estimated that both bodies were in the suitcase 10 days before it was discovered. Now you're probably wondering, so who did it? It actually took the police 2 months to finally come up with a suspect, which ended up being Michael Dudley, who was also the couple's landlord. It should be mentioned that the couple were struggling to pay their rent, and this would often lead to a ton of arguments between both parties. On June 9, 2020, many neighbors reported that a bunch of gunshots were heard around the area, and one resident explained that they heard a male's voice yelling, "Just let me leave. Please don't do this," before the shots were fired. Another tenant actually moved into Michael's house that night, and she even mentioned how she saw a hanging arm that was covered in blood hanging out of the clothes. At that point, Michael told her to temporarily leave as he was trying to clean the house. After the police got a search warrant for his house, they pretty much found all the evidence they needed as they discovered a bunch of bullet holes and blood all around the house. In the end, Michael Dudley was charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder with the bail set for $5 million. There have been a couple other examples where people have found numerous disturbing things through the app. However, most of them are pretty much just cold cases. But it really makes you wonder what other things could be found through further exploration. Girls Around Me. Girls Around Me was essentially an app that allows users to stalk women in their area. The app takes data from Facebook and Foursquare profile information and layers it over on Google Maps, which allows real-time GPS location data to locate nearby women. Now, there were ways to prevent yourself from being located on this app, with the easiest option being to turn off your geolocation and making your account private. However, this raises a ton of concern because this shouldn't have to be done at all. People shouldn't have the fear that when they post a picture on like a social media app that they're gonna get tracked down in like the next couple of days. I don't think many people want that to happen. Another major concern is the evil intentions behind the app. The app developer, iFree Innovations, explained that the media misunderstood the true purpose of the app, which they explained was to help people discover popular public venues nearby. I don't know about that. I think that's a whole lot of cap. I think they're lying. iFree Innovations later released a full statement explaining the app and gave examples of it being used properly. Some of the examples being, Girls Around Me was downloaded more than 70,000 times. Since the app's launch, we've seen numerous positive comments from users who claim that the app helped them to discover hotspots, and how the app can't show data more than like any other social media network does. I mean, at the end of the day, the developers can say all they want, but I find their argument pretty hard to believe. How is it a venue discovery app when the title of the app is literally called Girls Around Me? And the app icon doesn't do it any good either, it's literally a girl posing. It would have made more sense to name it Venues Around Us. See, there's a good name, that's something you should have done. Also, when they boasted about the app being downloaded 70,000 times, I'm sure that most of the weirdos who downloaded the app weren't looking for the most popular venues in the city. I'm pretty sure they had different intentions. With all of that out of the way, the app was officially banned from all application stores due to it going against both Facebook and Foursquare's privacy policies, and it eventually was pulled from the developer. Girls Around Me hasn't been available on the market since March 2012. Bulli Bai. Bulli Bai was an app that allowed users to buy Muslim women in India. Photos of well-known Muslim journalists and activists were uploaded onto the app without their consent, in which they were auctioned virtually. This app was initially promoted on the internet platform GitHub, which caused a total outrage regarding its existence. The odd part about the app was, even though people were auctioned on it, no one was actually bought. Instead, users were meant to harass and humiliate all the women that were shown on the app. By the way, that doesn't make it better since no one was actually bought. There were clearly still bad intentions on the app. Shortly after, the police were able to arrest the 4 suspects behind the application, in which they arrested Niraj Bishnu, a 20-year-old student who was deemed the main creator behind the app. He also had 3 other assistants who were Vishal Jha, Shweta Singh, and Mayank Rawat. I'm completely butchered those names, but I don't care, these people are bad people. Later investigations confirmed that all these members were linked to an alt-right group that were inspired by neo-Nazism. The thing is, this actually isn't the first time an app like this was created, since a couple months prior, there was another app named Solid Deals, which was essentially the same thing and was also posted on GitHub. This, to me, is probably one of the worst apps on this video due to how severe it is. Imagine not knowing that you were on an HT app, and I call it HT app because I'm not even sure if I can say this word on YouTube, so I'm just gonna play it safe. And as stated before, even though people couldn't legitimately be bought, it's still concerning that this was essentially like a hate page for all these Muslim women. In the end, Bulli Bai has been removed, and let's just hope that no other app like this ever comes back. KidsChatNet. KidsChat.net is an online chat room for children, or as the website likes to point out, for users between the ages of 13 to 19. Oh, alright, so now I guess we're considering 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds as kids now. Upon looking at some of the chat rules and their homepage, there's numerous things that are worrying. First off, let's just look at some of the ads. Yeah guys, these seem really appropriate for a children's website. They know exactly what they're doing. Next, this supposedly isn't a website for children, despite the age ranges and being deemed the web's best chat platform for older kids, youths, and teens. Next, we have specific rooms for girls chat and boys chats, as well as age-specific range rooms for those who do not wish to participate in the regular main room, making it easier for unwanted users to filter out those who they aren't looking for. Just by looking at these rules, you can already tell where this is heading. True danger of the app are the adults that prey on the young children. They even have their own blog to clarify some of the misconceptions regarding their website, which one of the main topics being predator hunting, since that's one of their ways to bait users who are doing illegal action. Which is a great thing that they're taking action, however their report system and their moderation system is apparently very poor. A YouTuber by the name of Mamax made a documentary style video exposing the truth behind KidsChatNet, and he even managed to lure in some suspects. Honestly, congrats to him because he's doing a way better job than all the other moderators have ever done. Ever since the creation of KidsChat, there have been many complaints regarding it, and there have been a ton of requests to get the website gone for good. The only success I've seen is that the mobile app has been removed, however the website version is still up and running. I understand that the administrator is completely against unwanted adults from using the platform, yet my question is, why don't they try to improve the safety of the website if they know that all these behind the scene interactions are occurring all the time? I mean, if they fail to do so, why does this website even exist then? I'm aware that they obviously can't prevent every single predator interaction on the website, but clearly only a small minority of users are using the chat rooms correctly. These kids' lives are clearly in danger, so why not do them a favor and shut down the website for good? And that's the end of the video. To those who stayed till the end, let me know on what I need to improve on, give me some criticism, I always appreciate the criticism no matter what. Also, let me know about some other apps that should have been on this list, as I'm always eager to hear about new things. And something I can't forget is that I want to thank you guys for getting this channel to 10,000 subscribers. You guys are insane for always showing love on the videos and giving me massive support, so I thank you guys. The 10k sub special should be up in a couple days after this video. I'm gonna make a community post where you guys can write down your questions for me, and I'll choose the best ones for the video. I also have a Discord server for this channel if you guys wish to join, where I'll leave the link in the pinned comment and in the description. In the server, you can help me decide on a couple video topics you want me to talk about, and I also leave a ton of behind the scene footage regarding my videos, so if that interests you, you know what to do, just join it. But yeah, that wraps it up for this video. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a great day.